Alexei Navalny is Russia's most prominent opposition figure. He's known for his strong stance on corruption and openly criticizing the Russian government. Navalny was first barred from running for office. Then he was poisoned with a chemical nerve agent and later imprisoned. To this day, he remains behind bars and faces further charges that could see him locked up for almost 3 decades. Well, today is Navalny's birthday, and in cities around the world, people are gathering on central squares to show their support for Navalny and also for Russia's opposition. All right, let's bring in DW's former Moscow correspondent, Emily Sherwin, who is joining us from Riga. A note to our viewers, DW has been operating from Latvia since Russian authorities banned our journalists from working in their country. Emily, good to see you. So as we have just mentioned, Russians around the world living abroad are gathering today in support of opposition Alexei Navalny. But just how much support does this opposition leader have within Russia itself?
Well, I guess the short answer is it's really hard to know when it comes to hard numbers. There are numbers from state pollsters who give Vladimir Putin, the president, of course, overwhelming support and minimal support to Alexei Navalny. But sociologists will point out that surveys in wartime are something that you shouldn't trust. Now, looking at today and the people who have come out across the country, I think that is an indication that there could be actually significant support, or at least some support remaining within Russia, and people who certainly are critical of Vladimir Putin as well remaining in Russia, because, you know, the people that we're seeing come out, from Siberia to the capital, Moscow to the Far East and Vladivostok, these people are taking a huge risk. So I think this could be potentially the tip of the iceberg, and there could be far more people who didn't take to the streets, but who do support Alexei Navalny as well, or at least oppose Vladimir Putin.
And Emily, just quickly, if you can, just how risky is it for people in Russia to come out in support of an opposition leader like Alexei Navalny?
Well, it's extremely dangerous. It's almost impossible to protest in Russia. It has been for some years, but since the beginning of the war in Ukraine, it's become almost impossible. And, one indication is that Alexei Navalny's team actually put out some instructions ahead of this protest today, and they said that protesting was only for the most brave among Alexei Navalny's supporters. And they put out instructions which essentially assumed that people would be arrested. So I think and that's what we've seen, unfortunately, across the country as well.
That was DW's Emily Sherwin reporting from Riga. Emily, thank you.